There's a specific boring habit almost every strong person shares, and it has nothing to do with talent. Stick around, because it's simpler than you think. You've been told that successful people have something you don't. Better genes, better luck, better circumstances. None of that is true. The real cause is smaller, quieter, and far less exciting than any of those excuses. You simply haven't practiced becoming strong yet. We're going to explore how to stop mistaking comfort for peace, how to turn small daily choices into unbreakable identity, and how to return to yourself after every single fall. Music weakness is not who you are. It is what you practiced. Strength is a practice too. Say that back to yourself. Weakness is not who you are. It is what you practiced. Because if weakness was practiced, that means it can be unpracticed. That means there is a version of you right now who has simply never been trained. Not broken, not incapable. Untrained. Don't wish for less weight. Wish for more strength. That's the shift. Not fewer problems. More capacity to carry them. This entire video is built around that one idea. So if you remember nothing else, remember this. You are not behind, you are early. You are early in your own training. Mini episode 1. The lie of natural strength. Why do some people seem strong from the moment you meet them? It looks effortless. It looks like something they were simply handed at birth. You watch them stay calm under pressure, keep promises to themselves, wake up early without being asked twice, and you assume they were built differently. Weakness is not who you are. It is what you practiced. Strength is a practice too. Here's the truth nobody markets to you. Every person you admire for their strength was once weak in the exact same ways you are weak right now. They quit things. They broke promises to themselves. They slept through alarms and ate the thing they said they wouldn't eat. The difference isn't that they skipped that stage. The difference is they didn't stay there. Think about a seed sitting in a drawer. It has everything inside it needed to become a tree. The code, the potential, the design. But sitting in a drawer, it stays a seed forever. It doesn't become anything just because it's capable of becoming something. It needs soil. It needs to be buried in something uncomfortable, in the dark, before it ever sees light. Your potential works exactly the same way. It is sitting in you right now, doing nothing, waiting for you to bury it in effort before it can grow into anything. You've made mistakes, real ones. Maybe you've started over more times than you can count. Maybe you know exactly what you should be doing, and you still don't do it most days. That's not a character flaw. That's just an untrained mind running on old patterns. And here is the good news. Nobody says loudly enough. None of that disqualifies you from starting today. Don't wish for less weight. Wish for more strength. One missed workout doesn't make you weak. One skipped morning doesn't make you undisciplined. One hard conversation you avoided doesn't define who you are. But you already know that one missed workout, repeated for a year, becomes a body you don't recognize. One skipped morning, repeated for a year, becomes a mind that never learns to push through resistance. One avoided conversation, repeated for a year, becomes a life quietly built around fear. It was never really about one day. It's about what one day turns into. You are not weak because of what happened to you. You are only weak if you decide the story ends there. It doesn't have to. Minepsis 2. The vote you cast today. What if every action you take today is actually a vote? Not for a candidate, for a person. The person you are quietly deciding to become, one choice at a time, whether you're paying attention or not. Weakness is not who you are. It is what you practiced. Strength is a practice too. You don't become disciplined by declaring it. You become disciplined the same way you'd learn to drive a car. Badly at first, then a little less badly, then eventually without thinking about it at all. Nobody gets behind the wheel for the first time and merges onto a highway with total confidence. You stall. You brake too hard. You grip the wheel too tightly. But you keep driving anyway, and one day your hands know exactly what to do before your mind even catches up. Discipline is the same. Your first attempts will be clumsy. That's not failure. That's the process working exactly as it should. Every choice you make is a small ballot cast for a future version of you. Skip the workout, and you cast a vote for the version of you who quits when things get hard. Show up anyway, even tired, even unmotivated, and you cast a vote for the version of you who follows through no matter how they feel. No single vote decides the election, but an election is nothing except a pile of single votes. Don't wish for less weight, wish for more strength. This is why motivation was always the wrong tool. Motivation is a mood. It shows up when it wants to and leaves without warning. Identity is different. Identity doesn't ask how you feel this morning. It just asks, what does a disciplined person do right now? And then it does that thing, feelings or no feelings. One hard morning won't make you strong. One good workout won't make you fit. One brave conversation won't make you confident. But one identity, chosen and rechosen every single day for years, will make you into someone you don't currently recognize. In the best possible way. You are not waiting to become that person. You are building them, vote by vote, starting with whatever you do in the next 10 minutes. Episode 3. The wall you can't see being built. Have you ever wondered how anything enormous ever gets finished? A wall, a bridge, a life that actually works. None of it happens the way it looks from the outside, in one dramatic burst. It happens the way almost nothing looks impressive while it's happening. Weakness is not who you are. It is what you practiced. Strength is a practice too. Think about a brick wall. No single brick holds up the structure. No single brick is impressive on its own. It's just fired clay, unremarkable, the kind of thing you'd walk past without noticing. But stack enough of them, one on top of the other, day after day, and eventually you have something that can hold back water, support weight, protect an entire home from collapse. Your habits are those bricks. One good decision looks like nothing. 1,000 of them, stacked in order, becomes a wall. Nothing to knock down. This is where most people quit. Right in the middle, when the wall is only 3 bricks high and doesn't look like anything yet. They expected to see the finished structure by now. They didn't account for how long unimpressive lasts before it becomes undeniable. Don't wish for less weight. Wish for more strength. You are allowed to feel like nothing is changing. Feeling that way doesn't mean nothing is changing. It means you're in the part of the process that never gets filmed, never gets posted, never gets applauded. The part where the actual building happens. Brick by unglamorous brick. One workout won't build a body people notice. One saved dollar won't build financial freedom. One page won't build a book. But one disciplined brick, laid every day without needing applause, eventually becomes a wall that speaks for itself. You don't need a dramatic breakthrough today. You need one more brick. Episode 4. The rope nobody sees you holding. What actually keeps you from falling apart on your worst days? Not confidence. Confidence is a fair weather friend. It shows up when things are going well and disappears the second they don't. What keeps you standing on the hardest days is something sturdier, something you built long before you needed it. Weakness is not who you are. It is what you practiced. Strength is a practice too. Think about a rope used in climbing. Nobody notices the rope when the climb is easy. It just hangs there, unimportant, until the moment a foot slips, and the whole climb depends on whether that rope was braided well beforehand. You don't braid the rope during the fall. You braid it in advance, strand by strand, on ordinary days when nothing is at stake yet. Your habits, your self-talk, your discipline, that's your rope. And you're braiding it right now, today, whether you feel like you need it or not. Don't wish for less weight. Wish for more strength. This is why the boring days matter more than the exciting ones. The day you didn't feel like training but trained anyway. The day you didn't feel like being patient but stayed patient anyway. Nobody was watching. Nothing dramatic happened. But you added another strand to a rope you will absolutely need later. On a day you can't predict yet. You've had days where you felt like you were barely holding on. That's not proof you're weak. That's proof the rope held. Something in you, built on some previous ordinary day, kept you from falling all the way down. Whatever strand you add today might be the one that matters most on a day you haven't lived yet. Keep braiding, even when it feels pointless. Especially then, mini episode 5. One missed day is a mistake. Do you know the exact moment weakness turns into a permanent pattern? It's not the first slip, it's the second one. And almost nobody sees it coming, because the first slip feels so forgivable. Weakness is not who you are. It is what you practiced. Strength is a practice too. One missed day is a mistake. 2 missed days is a habit. That line matters more than almost anything else in this entire video, so let it sit for a second. Missing a workout once means nothing. You were tired or busy or life happened, and that's fine. Missing it twice in a row starts writing a new rule in your mind. This is now optional. And your mind believes whatever rule you write for it, whether the rule builds you up or quietly tears you down. Think about water dripping on a single stone, over and over, for years. No individual drop does anything visible. You could watch one drop fall and see zero change. But given enough time, that water reshapes solid rock, not through force, through repetition. Your habits carve you the exact same way, drop by drop, whether those drops are good ones or bad ones. The water doesn't care which direction it's carving. Neither do your habits. That part is entirely up to you. Don't wish for less weight. Wish for more strength. Here is the mechanic most people never learn. The goal was never to avoid every missed day. Everyone misses days. The goal is to never let a missed day become 2. If you slip today, that's not a crisis. That's just a single drop of water. The crisis only starts if you let a second drop fall in the exact same spot tomorrow. One missed day doesn't define your character. One missed apology doesn't end a relationship. One missed deadline doesn't end a career. But 2, repeated into a pattern, quietly redefines who you are without asking your permission first. So today, if you slipped, don't punish yourself. Just don't let it happen twice in a row. That single decision is the entire game. Mini Epa 6. The return is the real test. What actually separates the people who change their lives from the people who almost did? It's not that the successful ones never fell. Everyone falls. It's what they did in the 10 minutes after falling that nobody else was watching. Weakness is not who you are. It is what you practiced. Strength is a practice too. Think about a candle in a windy room. The wind doesn't care how bright the flame was a minute ago. It blows it out anyway, without warning, without asking whether you were ready. Most people, watching their flame go out, decide that means the candle is broken, that it was never really lit in the first place, that they were fooling themselves. But a candle isn't broken because the wind found it. It just needs to be relit. That's it. That's the whole lesson. Relighting is not starting over from nothing. It's a 5-second decision. Don't wish for less weight. Wish for more strength. You are going to fall off track. Not might, will. Everyone does. No exceptions, no matter how disciplined they eventually become. The identity you're building isn't the identity of someone who never fails. It's the identity of someone who doesn't need a perfect streak to keep believing in themselves. The relighting is the whole skill, not the flame staying lit forever. Nothing stays lit forever in the wind. The willingness to strike the match again, calmly, without shame, as many times as it takes. You are not behind because you fell last week. You are not behind because you fell today. You are only behind if you decide. The flame being out means it's gone for good. It isn't. Relight it. Right now if you need to. That's the whole move. Mini episode 7. What greatness actually sounds like one day. Someone is going to ask you how you did it, how you changed. How you became someone steadier, stronger, harder to shake than the person you used to be. They'll expect a dramatic answer. A single turning point. A speech. A moment of lightning bolt clarity that fixed everything overnight. Weakness is not who you are. It is what you practiced. Strength is a practice too. The honest answer will disappoint them a little, because the honest answer is almost boring. You'll tell them there was no lightning bolt. You just kept showing up on days you didn't want to. You missed some days, and you didn't let one missed day become two. You fell more times than you can count, and you kept relighting the flame instead of deciding it meant something was broken in you. Think about a magnifying glass held over dry leaves on a sunny day. Nothing happens at first. The sun was always there, doing nothing dramatic on its own, but held steady in one place without moving. That ordinary sunlight eventually catches fire. Your consistency works the same way. Nothing you're doing today looks powerful on its own, but held in one place, aimed at one purpose, day after day without wandering, it becomes something that can't be explained by any single moment. Don't wish for less weight. Wish for more strength. One good day won't make you great. One good year won't make you great, not really. But one direction, held steady without flinching for long enough, will eventually produce a version of you that other people call talented or lucky or gifted, when really it was just the sunlight held in one place for longer than anyone else was willing to hold it. You won't need to explain any of this to them in detail. You'll just say the truth. You kept going when it would have been easier to stop. That was always the entire answer. Closing discipline does not come from motivation. Willpower is not a gift you were born with. You heard that at the very beginning, and now you know why it's true. It was never about better genes, better luck, or better circumstances. It was always about training something that was simply untrained. And training is available to anyone willing to start today, including you, including right now. Weakness is not who you are. It is what you practiced. Strength is a practice too. You don't have to announce this to anyone. You don't have to post about it, explain it, or prove it to a single other person. Make this a private promise instead. The kind you keep because you said it to yourself, not because someone else is watching. Promise yourself you won't let one missed day become two. Promise yourself you'll relight the flame instead of deciding it's out for good. Promise yourself that today's brick gets laid. Even if nobody ever sees the wall until it's finished, don't wish for less weight. Wish for more strength. You are not weak. You were only ever untrained. Starting today, that changes. Alternative opening hooks. A/B testing variance 1. Fear angle. You are 1 year away from becoming someone you don't recognize. And not in a good way. Every day you wait to start is a day that version of you gets closer. Think about that. Point 2. Curiosity angle. There's one specific moment where a weak person becomes a strong one, and it has nothing to do with motivation. Almost nobody can identify it when it happens to them. By the end of this video, you will. Point 3. Contrarian angle. Motivation is a myth sold to keep you waiting. Discipline was never about feeling ready. The people you call strong simply started before they felt like it, and never stopped. Point 4. Story-based angle. Someone you've never heard of woke up today exactly as tired, unmotivated, and doubtful as you are right now, and trained anyway. A year from now, you'll call that person disciplined. Today, they just showed up. 5. Question-based angle. What if the only difference between you and the person you admire most is 6 months of days you didn't feel like showing up? What if that gap is closing right now, in this exact minute?